What's going on, YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome back to episode number 28 of Season 3. So, I've done a little bit of work in between episodes. I've built up this mountain over here a little bit. That's mainly because I needed to dump some soil somewhere, and this seemed like a pretty nice place to do so. And then I also had to turn down the volume in my headphones a little bit. It was way too loud. I also went ahead and I kind of redid this intersection right here because it was just giving me an absolute headache from how congested it was getting for no reason other than poor design. So this is kind of sort of what I've come up with. So if you're coming from this part of the city, you go down this way and you split into this fork, right? So you can go left or right. If you go right, you continue on out that way. If you go left, you've got two choices. I noticed a bunch of trucks were coming through here, going all the way down that way into the farming area. Whereas now, you see that little farming truck right there, he has a much quicker way to get into the farming area right here. The other fork simply just takes you out this way, and you can do whatever you want over here. From on this side, you guys, I'm pretty sure you noticed that it was a nightmare coming out. Yeah, going out this way. So now we have here the highway that splits into two. So an off-ramp going out, joining this highway here, but also a two-lane highway coming out here. So not a whole lot of congestion happening right there. And this right here is just really bugging me, this node or these two nodes that are so close together, making these guys merge in two different places in such a short distance. It's annoying. Hopefully that goes away, because I just had to redo this because it was a little bit wonky as far as the height goes, but we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so then lastly, coming out this way, if you're either coming from the farming area or from outside of the city, from there or behind, you come through here and you've got two choices. If you continue on straight, you simply go out this way into the city. If you go or you hang a right, it gets you onto this on-ramp coming out this way and lets you merge here. So that did decrease a bunch of traffic. As you can see, this over here cleared itself up too. We don't have that backup that we had before. I think we're at like 84% in traffic. Small amount of congestion happening over here, but we'll see what we can do about that in the near future. I'm happy with 84%, believe it or not. And then let's see over here. So I mentioned to you guys that I wanted to rework this whole thing, and I indeed did do that. So bridges, overpasses, underpasses, all of that. We have a little bit of everything happening here. So it's not as complex as it looks, I guess. Super easy. You're coming on over here, you get an extra fourth lane that lets you turn right into the factories over here. And I've caught some trucks cheating as well, and coming through here and then going out to the highway here and getting down this way. But that's okay. Not a whole lot of traffic is doing that, so I'll allow it. That's the entrance. Here is how you exit. So you get off on the on-ramp here, and you go out that way. No way from here to get onto the highway going down this way, except for this little on-ramp that we have right here. And then if you are getting into it from this side, you take the off-ramp right here, you go under the highway, and you join up over here. Now this right here is a two-lane road. This is a one-way road, and so is this. This is a one-way road as well. I turned this into a highway, and because I noticed that there were way too many trucks heading from here, trying to get through here, or at the same time from here, trying to go through here, kind of causing the, or clogging up the traffic. So I made it into a one-way, so you can only come this way out. Now, if you want to go down this way, you do have to go through here, come through, and go down. As you can see, a lot of this traffic is doing just that. But aside from terraforming, that's really all I did, and I'll explain the terraforming here in a little bit. Over here, I did flatten out the land, and initially when I started the series, I mentioned to you guys that I wanted to do something here. I still kind of sort of do. I was going to put in a lake, that's what I was going to do. But then we have this nice river here. I don't know. It's undecided. We'll get back to that. But I mean, it is a pretty nice area to add some more housing, because we need it. But we'll come back to that. Don't worry about it for now. And that's really everything. So my major focus was on, say, this portion right over here. As you can see, I didn't even finish the terraforming here yet. I kind of left it the way it is, but that's that. So we are sitting at 13.2 million. We have 55,000 coming in weekly. We have 80,000, almost 81,000 in population. Like I said, traffic is at, wow, 85% now. And we have a small demand for residential, medium demand for commercial, and a pretty hefty demand for industrial. Now, the focus for this episode is going to be putting in a forestry industry right over here. And just want to quickly touch on how to create your own forestry industry if there isn't one in-game. One of you guys commented on the previous video saying that you didn't see a whole lot of greenery happening over here. Well, let me show you. So natural resources, we do have the part of the farming right there, but as you can see, there isn't a whole lot of forestry right here. Well, you can easily create that by coming out here, grabbing a big old brush, increasing the strength to as much as you like. Plop down as many of these trees as you can. You can make it as dense as you like. The denser, the better for forestry industry. And check it. You've got your very own forestry industry right there. So that's not the tree of choice for me. Oh, and by the way, so if you're watching this for the first time, if you haven't done this before, if you wanted to get rid of the fertile land, all you got to do is just place the trees on top of it, erase the trees, and voila, fertile land is gone. What I want for my forestry industry is these conifer trees. They're nice, they're big. I like the color. And that's what we're gonna do here. By the way, as some of you guys know, I live in Colorado. We just got, well, here in Parker, we got 9 inches of snow. Now that doesn't sound like a whole lot to some of you guys, right? But here in Colorado, this is the worst winter of 2020. Now I get it. It's not as bad as it sounded, and it's just 2020 started actually. But it's also the most snow we've had this whole winter, right? So we made up today. We made up for I think 2 months worth of snow. They even shut down Highway I-70 up in the mountains, which never shuts down ever, unless there's an accident. But that was fun. I worked from home today. I didn't go anywhere, which is a nice little perk I have about my job. I can stay home and work if I feel like it. So there we go. There you have it. So this is going to be our forestry industry right here. I did a little bit of terraforming right through here and then through here as well. What we're gonna end up doing at some point, maybe this episode, maybe next, or the one after that, I don't know. We're gonna relocate these garbage services and we're gonna put them right over here. We're gonna add some more too, so we can cover this whole area here and naturally this whole area over here. Now the additional thing that I want to do, I think I've mentioned to you guys before, is I want to run the train tracks somehow, some way through the mountain, over the mountain, under the mountain, whatever, all the way out to here for the farming. Oh yeah, the farming industry. What am I saying? And over here for the forestry industry, right? So we can export or import whatever we need via train, as opposed to clogging up the roads with traffic. So that's, I mean, this whole area is still under development. We do have to start somewhere, and I think we start right over here. Bam. Just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a farming, I'm sorry, not farming, forestry district right over here. There we go. Elm Industrial Park. Remember, we gotta rename that. And the first building is the main building, naturally, right? So we're gonna put that sucker right over here at the edge, and we've unlocked a couple of things. So we've got the small tree plantation, we have the sawmill, I thought there was a third one, yep, and the small log yard. Now this whole thing is going to require power as well, and water. So what I'm going to do, actually, before we do anything, let's rename this one. If you guys remember, Saddle Rock folks requested that we named this Saddle Rock Timber, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Oh, I misspelled that. I missed the B. Timber. There we go. Saddle Rock Timber, everybody. Welcome Saddle Rock Timber, a forestry industry within our city. So I'm gonna mess around with the design a little bit over here. I'll come up with it and I'll be back. That way I'm not wasting your guys' time. The other thing that I wanted to mention too is I think that would be a very good idea, a very, very good idea, to plop in a highway interchange somewhere right about kind of maybe here-ish. So we can have a road or a highway that goes through here, maybe around here, I don't know, and connects to this side of the city. But we'll see. We'll see. I just think that it's a good idea. Nice little shortcut as well to kind of cut through and go this way as opposed to having to go all the way this way. But we'll most definitely look into that. So I'll see you guys here in just a moment. Alright guys, so here we have the start of Saddle Rock Timber, our forestry industry. So here's what I've done. I've made the main building right over here. Kind of gave it its own little entrance. I provided a fire helicopter depot over here because trees do set on fire a ton. Put in a power source as well. Got a fire station. We have a police station, fire department actually, and a police station. And then we have the road maintenance depot here as well. Over here we have these small tree plantations. We have 4 small log yards as well as 4 sawmills. So the sawmill and the log yards are set up on a one-way system. So you come in through here if you want to get into the sawmills. You're on the right hand side all the time. If you want to go into the log yards, you're on the left hand side. All right, so it kind of splits the traffic once it comes in through here. Same thing on this side as well, and these are arranged 2 facing outward, 1 facing inward. Same thing right here as well, and I'll show you what I mean by that, hopefully. Well, no, it won't show me. But so, okay, imagine this one right here. So this one is facing just like this. And this one is facing inward. So the arrow to get into it is on the other side, just to kind of separate the traffic a teeny bit. But that's going to be the start of it. I did put in this generic interchange right here. I connected it with a 4-lane road, and I switched these to 2-lane one-way highways, and this is a 4-lane road here. So it's going to go around all the way out and this way. This is where we connect with the forestry industry, and then we have a through road down here. That's where we're gonna put our garbage collection services for this part of the city. So naturally, we have to wait for this to level up. We are nearly there. We need about 2,000 more resources and 48 workers. And currently we're losing money on this. And I believe that's because I enabled all of the policies. So we have improved logistics, work safety supervision, and advanced automation. And then over here, we're still also importing some of the product. So once we gather up all of our stuff, we're not going to have to import anything, and that is going to save us some money as well. But as this grows, we'll keep an eye on it and make it as successful as our farming industry. Which, by the way, where are we at? 27,000 is what we're making. Pretty good. That's half the income budget that we have currently. There is one thing that I forgot to put over here in a new Saddle Rock, and that's mail. These folks don't have a way to ship or get packages. So I thought that this right here is a prime location for a post office, right? Yeah, post office. So now we have a post office here. We can ship and receive goods. I'm still liking this area. And thank you guys for liking it as well. Got quite a few compliments on it. I think it looks nice as well. We do have to do some more decor over here and whatnot. Put in some more trees, and I'll leave that to do that in the in between episodes time. Now, while we're waiting for Saddle Rock Timber to upgrade itself to level 2, over here we are in need of some commercial. So that's where we're going to put right there. We're going to put in a little bit of commercial since we have the demand anyways, and let it build up anytime now. Oh, and another cool thing that we can do is we can connect a pathway it comes kind of like so through there. connects with this area here. Now, to incentivize these folks to build their businesses here, what we're going to do is we're going to provide a little park, actually a plaza. 2 plazas are going to do us more good. There we go. Somebody's already coming through, and let's see. Can we or can we not connect this with a earthquake sensor? Maybe one there. That work? No? Alright, so I guess we're going to have to put one there as well, and that should work. There it is. Cool. So, there we go. There we have it. We have a small, high-density commercial zone that's developing right over here. Now, we're losing some population. We started the episode with nearly 81,000. We have 78.5. We're losing some folks. I don't see that we have a death wave going on, but that could be just because our medical coverage and the crematorium coverage is stellar. But let's take a quick look. So death care, we have, where does it say how many people we have dying? 6 citizens, average health, nope. Cemetery usage, capacity, deceased, 205 deceased. Okay. And we're losing about, what is that, 90 a week? Maybe some folks are just leaving because we didn't have enough jobs, which we're building more, as you can see. People want more jobs, so we'll give them more jobs. Why not? I'm really tempted to move this right away. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's do it. I'm going to pause it real quick. Let's come and we're gonna, and if we have to terraform more down the road, we will. But for now, I think we just keep it simple until the area grows more. Okay, so what do we have here? We have 1, 2 incinerators and 6 recycling thingies. Let's just move them. That way these trucks don't forget about their home. What I'm gonna do here though is I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm gonna put in a, oh, it's not gonna work for me, is it? There we go. Yes, it is. I'm going to put in a one-way system. That's not all that great. All right, we'll redo this. Two and a half, and
the car engineers said shouldn't be made. Test drive one today and experience
2.5.
for decades claimed was beyond the realm of safe driving. Jubilee.
This right here is going to be a 2-way, just like so, and this looks like the center point, and we're going to run that in there.
Listening to Mars Official Radio, your reliable source for the music you love.
I'm just going to upgrade all these to the industry roads because I think they look nice. Let me get some water going in here. There we go, something like that. We'll run this one all the way out to here. Power, we're not gonna need it. I think we're not even gonna need this because the incinerators do provide power. So we'll put one there. We will put one there. There we go. Move it one over. And then we have 6 of these ones to move. So let's just kind of put them there and there. This would have been so much easier if I just demolished everything and rebuilt. But the reason I didn't do it is, my theory is, if you get rid of the homes, or the source points is what they really are, for the garbage trucks and the recycling trucks, I think they just despawn everywhere. And then when you put in the new ones, they start leaving from that new place, and it just kind of messes up the garbage collection schedule, if you will. So that's just my theory. I don't know if it's true or not. So for now, something like that's gonna have to do. Let's see. And see, they didn't all start leaving at the same time. Some did, but not all. Because usually you'd have all of them just flock out at the same time. But these guys didn't do that, and I am thankful and appreciative. And perhaps my theory was right. So the rest of those trash trucks that were collecting trash across the city did not just despawn and come back into here. Maybe. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, it does look like there's a bunch of well, no, there's some incoming ones too. I don't know. I'm gonna believe my theory. You guys believe what you want. That's my theory. So, all right, let's see. Saddle Rock, Timber. Where are we? I want to get to level 2 before we end the episode. We've got the resources. We just need the workers. So what if? I mean, how many workers can we actually have in here? Out of 150. Oh no, look. So here, we're almost there. We need 9 more. 9 more workers until level 2, and then we get to unlock a couple more buildings. Maybe if I add an additional. Let's see if that helped. Not yet. Oh, and look, we're not importing anything. And we're profiting as it is already. So we got 2,500 coming in. We have all of the policies enabled. And the 0 import. That's exactly what I like to see. Alright, 3 more workers. Come on. There it is. So we have the biomass pallet plant. We have the furniture factory, sawdust storage, factory workers barracks, and the small tree sapling field. Let's take a look at this small tree sapling field, which is this one right here. Same exact size, so we are... Aw, they look cool and cute. I'm gonna have to do some messing around with this stuff and try to create a nicer design to where it doesn't look odd like this. But I'll be honest with you, I have not had a level 5 forestry yet. I've had ore, I've had oil farming, but I haven't had forestry. So that's new to me. So all right, we'll leave those 3 there. What else did we get? We got the biomass pallet plant that we could fit nicely right there. Perfect. That's gonna need some resources. Next one is the sawdust storage. I'm gonna put it down just because I want to have it. I'll put it right there. And that terrain is gonna have to be leveled. Let's see. Alright, so we may... Yep, there we go. We're gonna redo this road. There we go. This guy's hurting for water. Okay, all right, but I think that's where we're gonna leave it. Not a whole lot of exciting stuff happened in this episode, but we did get a good start to our Saddle Rock timber forestry industry. We got a nice little interchange and road coming through here. We've removed our garbage. We can expand now this residential area out to here. We got to figure out a way to run a train track through the mountain, around the mountain, some way, somehow, to connect the farming as well as the up-and-coming forestry. And we need to zone more residential, man. We're missing, we're lacking in residential zoning. So that's next as well. I love having to put some of these pieces together to make everything work. But that's it. That's where we're gonna leave it. I'm okay with this episode. I am. I think it looks good. We gotta fill this in with something as well. But as always, be the best that you can be in everything that you do. And I will see you guys on the next one.